guys, so today we have some MultiVersus stuff to talk about. As always, first up, just a little disclaimer and spoiler warning. Everything I talk about in these videos are just rumors that people are just discussing online, so don't believe everything you hear on the internet. This is just for fun speculation. But just in case any of this stuff does come true, spoiler warning now. Okay, so back on the 8th, the MultiVersus Twitter account wrote, "We heard you, MVPs. To help you reach the end of the current Battle Pass, players get Battle Pass XP boost items, plus Season 2 is extended to March 31st. Peep new items in your inventory and a new tier purchasing functionality for faster progress. Hashtag MultiVersus." So MultiVersus Season 3 has been delayed. We are going to stay in Season 2 until the end of March. It seemed like they were gearing up to give us Season 3 because the MultiVersus YouTube account changed the color icon for the MultiVersus profile picture there. And usually when that happens, that was indicative of a new season. At least it happened between Season 1 and 2. But no, now we are going to stay in Season 2 until the end of March. They're saying this is to give players time to finish the Battle Pass, but honestly, I feel like it's getting extended because they haven't finished a second character in Season 2. And Tony has said there will be more characters in Season 2. Had we hit the end of Season 2 and they hadn't extended it, then all we would have gotten was Marvin in Season 2. So I really feel like this extension to Season 2 is entirely just so that they can finish up whoever the next character is, most likely Joker. That way they can say that Season 2 did have more than just Marvin. Even though we passed the end date for Season 2, they're just extending it. And honestly, MultiVersus isn't doing so hot right now. Besides Season 2 having to get extended just to get another character in there, VGC News wrote today on Twitter, "MultiVersus has seen a drastic decrease in the number of daily players, which has seen its peak player count on Steam drop more than 99% since launch." That's a pretty bad statistic right there. Honestly, how much longer can MultiVersus really last without giving us a new character? But fear not, MultiVersus fans, we got something brand new yesterday. That's right, the Space Velma outfit has been updated, so the game is saved, no more issues. Get ready for a new record number of players. All-time peaks are about to get hit. Okay, so I'm just kidding. I mean, Velma's outfit actually did get updated, but we got a lot more new stuff yesterday as well. Yesterday was Valentine's Day, and MultiVersus is doing a ValentineNeon Event. I don't know what ValentineNeon is exactly, besides that they're using this purple and bluish purple color scheme thing. It's kind of neon. But yeah, ValentineNeon is our new event. Apparently the ValentineNeon event ends on March 15th, and the ability to buy the Founders Packs also ended yesterday, the same day they added ValentineNeon as our new event. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Honestly, I feel like any way this game can get people buying into it, probably should be holding on to that. Maybe they should have extended the Founders Packs date the way they extended Season 2. Anyway, ValentineNeon has a candy shop, and you get candy hearts as the new currency to buy things in the candy shop. And there's some pretty cool stuff here. Lots of new outfits and alt costumes, and lots of new variants for different characters. Here's the Batman alt, Harley Quinn alt, Garnet alt, Black Adam's alt, which I kind of like because he looks like he's looking like, why am I wearing this? So not a bad Valentine's Day update in my opinion. However, I think the game needs a lot more than this to really save it. Especially when most of these new variants and alt costumes are just texture changes and color changes for the characters, not really brand new outfits and variants the way we had been getting before. Anyway, speaking of alternate costumes, shop bundles are coming, and they look pretty cool, actually. It's a pretty cool way to bundle the different outfits and taunts and stuff together so people can save some money buying multiple at once. And pretty neat how they bundled them together. There's like DC stuff, Warner Brothers stuff, Scooby-Doo stuff, Rick and Morty stuff. Though my favorite thing is the new Marvin outfit. We have Space Jam 1 and Space Jam 2 Marvin. Space Jam 1 is referee Marvin. I love that they were true to the original Space Jam movie, that Marvin was the referee and not like on the team. So that looks really cool. I like that. And as far as DATAMINed alternate costumes and stuff goes, there is a Pirate Steven skin showing up pretty soon, which should be based on this outfit from Steven Universe. The skin is apparently codenamed S09, even though Steven only has up until S02 right now released, so maybe there's a lot of costumes between S02 and S09 for Steven in the works. There's also a string in the code for Clark Kent, and we had that Dr. Harley Quinzel skin DATAMINed a while back, so most likely a Clark Kent skin and a Harley Quinzel skin, so like them without their superhero or supervillain alter ego versions. These are going to be their normal street clothes versions. So that's pretty cool. Those will probably, I assume, show up at the same time, and maybe they'll be bundled together even. There was an experimental tank perk that got DATAMINed. Your fighter takes 20% reduced knockback while grounded. No idea if that'll ever actually show up, or if it was just experimental and tested. There's an upcoming voting feature. Declare allegiance to a team and earn points to support them. Points are earned from matches. Immediately gain rewards by selecting a team. Claim additional rewards when the event completes and the winning team earns an additional reward. So I don't know how voting is going to work, but voting could get added to the game at some point. Beyond the ValentineNeon icons and banners and stuff, we got some new Game of Thrones icons, plus some new Iron Giant icons as well. And there is an Extreme Voltage banner that is PlayStation Plus exclusive. Also in the data mines, there was a string that said, something big is coming, ... My first instinct was, hey, maybe Big Chungus is actually happening sooner than we thought as like a Echo Fighter character. But this something big is coming is, I guess, just supposed to be used for the new Silly Q. The new Silly Q is called Heartbreaker Mode. Heart collectibles will spawn across the battlefield, so try to gather as many as you can. When you reach max stacks, you'll be able to perform the powerful Heart Wave attack, dealing damage to enemies around you. Show them the power of love. I'm not sure why this was considered something big is coming, but I guess that's what it was for. Alright, and then on to the good stuff, the potential character data mined information. Joker and Pickle Rick have a bunch of sound effects added this patch. And there's some file names in the code for some of Joker's moves. One is Pogo and another is Crowbar. So potentially Joker uses a Pogo stick and a crowbar. So in the past, Datamine Pickle Rick had a mastery set for the character, so we thought maybe Pickle Rick would show up before the Joker does. However, now Joker, as character C028 on that C0 list, has been added to the character's select screen code. So that makes it seem a lot like Joker's most likely going to be the next character and not Pickle Rick, since Pickle Rick has not been added to the character select code area of the data mines. Not 100%, but it's looking more and more likely that Joker will be the next character. And then there's a bunch of stuff in the data mines for Pickle Rick's moveset. So that moveset includes Blast Radius, Brine Laser, Fightin' Dirty, Grappling Hook, so there's that grapple hooks thing Tony was talking about, Jetpack, Master of Roaches, charges a burst laser beam. The range of the beam depends on the charge time. Pickle Rick has a forward kick, an upward flip kick, and can follow up with an upward screw shot, pushes out an explosive that he detonates a moment later, combos enemies with blade slashes and a kick, ending with shooting out a screw from his arm cannon. Pickle Rick drills up with an attached screw. Pickle Rick sends a blast downward with his rocket boots, dealing an ignite buff. Pickle Rick summons a cockroach to help him keep in the air. The cockroach will flap a few times before disappearing, probably a stand-in for Mr. Meeseeks. Pickle Rick swings forward from a rope. If he hits the ground, will do a fast slide kick. Pickle Rick throws out a mustard pack and will explode after a short time, slowing enemies and speeding up allies in range. Pickle Rick will do a fast slide kick, rat kick, charges then launches upward using his jetpack, summons a cockroach that flies forward. The cockroach acts as a platform. Rising Pickle, Roach Stomper, screw 'em, up yours, and wait for it. So if Pickle Rick really is like an Echo Fighter, it does seem like he has quite a different moveset from Rick, so a lot of work has probably gone into this character despite being another Rick. Also worth noting, Daniel Ross actually commented on people talking about Pickle Rick. Daniel Ross has voiced characters in MultiVersus, so I don't know if he'd know about Pickle Rick or not, but that was pretty interesting. Alright, and then last time I talked about how on the C0 list there is a missing character, C026. I was assuming the character was probably Samurai Jack, but that isn't totally confirmed. Well, we now have a bit more information on C026. They seem to be based off of Shaggy, but it is unknown as there is also elements of Taz in his character asset. All we know is he will have a parry, a dash, super dash attack, armor, and a meter. I've also heard that apparently he doesn't just have armor, he has armor that breaks. So this could be a character that has visual battle damage, which honestly could work pretty well for Samurai Jack, because sometimes he gets beat up in the show and his gi gets all torn up and stuff, so that could work here. And of course, parrying is totally a sword thing, and Jack would be a sword character. But still not confirmed if C026 is actually Samurai Jack or not. I've also heard C026 has some stuff in the code that relates to Finn, so might just kind of be a hodgepodge of different characters that they're pulling from to create this character. Again, supposedly Shaggy and Taz are in there, and Finn is apparently as well. We also know a little bit more about C026 and the Joker's moveset in relation to Arya's disguise mechanic. Joker has a card ability with a 4-second cooldown. Arya can only hold one card at a time. When Arya is copying C026, she has a 4-move limit as opposed to the default 5. Doesn't really help narrow down who exactly C026 is, but there you go. For now, I'm just going to leave C026 as Samurai Jack, but just keep in mind that is totally just a guess, an assumption, because I know Samurai Jack is coming at some point, but C026 could be someone else. Alright, well that's everything I wanted to talk about in this video. MultiVersus Season 2 is extending until the end of March. I feel like that's just happening so that they can give themselves time to actually get the next character out, most likely the Joker. To tide us over until whenever the next character does release, we have the Valentine'sNeon Event. Hopefully that's enough to keep players interested here, as the numbers for the game are severely down. Hopefully once they do release the next character, most likely the Joker, they'll hopefully have a steady pace of characters to release after that, and maybe this game can pick itself back up. That's what I'd really like to see anyway, because I do hope this game does well in the future, but as of right now, we're certainly at a low point. If you guys have any thoughts or comments about any of the stuff I talked about in this video, feel free to leave them below.
Remember to like the video, leave a comment in the section below, and subscribe to Papa Gino's
Twitter, Patreon, Discord, Twitch.